Guys, I have no problem with Joy Reid being in the position that she's in. Guys, she has said an absolutely large amount of absolute toxicity throughout her career. She has said terrible things about, let's say, black people exclusively. Like, if you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris, and you're a terrible black person, basically. I think it's something. I'm basically paraphrasing. That's not what she said exactly. Hopefully you understand that, right? But she said a lot of things. I was just like, bro, why are you even saying these things? Like, there's no need for none of it. And guys, and throughout the entire time the election cycle was basically running, she kept telling her fans and the people who watch her, don't worry. Basically coddling her base, saying, listen, don't worry. Kamala Harris is going to beat the big orange bad guy. Right? That's what she said. That's not what she said. But again, paraphrasing. Okay, that's basically what she said. Then, of course, once Trump wins, her entire base is like, but I thought he was going to win. What do you mean? I thought he was going to win. So now I don't like you anymore. I'm not going to watch you anymore. Whenever I see Joy Reid on TV, I'm going to change the channel. Basically, that's what they said. I'm also paraphrasing. I wasn't there. I'm not a fan, guys. But either way, guys, Don Lemon erupts at Megyn Kelly after Joy Reid was fired from MSNBC. This is a suggestion via a channel member. Let's go and jump into this video immediately.
A war has erupted between two heavyweight political commentators in the wake of Joy Reid's shock firing from MSNBC after the network suffered a string of ratings disasters and money woes.
My show had value, and that what I was doing had value. Okay. And in the end, I'm sorry, I try not to cry on TV. And this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize.
But not everyone was devastated. Outspoken commentator Megyn Kelly had no sympathy for Reid.
The big news tonight will be Joy Reid's final show on MSNBC. Single tear, white woman tears happening right here, Joy. She was officially fired over the weekend because she's a racist, horrible news anchor with no ratings. And that's really been the truth for a long time. MSNBC's under new management, and I guess they decided to come to grips with reality.
Okay.
The truth is, this is very sad news for us, as she's provided so much material over the years. I feel the way I felt when Brian Stelter got fired, but he came back, and you never know. I'm sure Joy Reid will wind up doing something where we will continue to get to respond to her absolutely insane POV.
Yeah, guys, I'm almost not sure, right, that much of what we've seen on the internet, and, well, how about this here? I'm guessing that was probably as real as she can get, but also this is also now, kind of when you play a character for so long, you kind of start to embody the character, because based off of a couple of her previous tweets, that she has, that she's so left up type of thing, we kind of start to realize instantly that she's really not that person, okay? How much of it was her and how much was it the actual writers on the teleprompter? That's what I want to know, okay? Because that would probably explain a gigantic amount of things kind of regarding Joy Reid in the first place.
To get to respond to her absolutely insane POV.
This sparked a war of words online, with former CNN host Don Lemon blasting Kelly's response.
Let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist, and my 50-some years...
Journalist? Don Lemon, you're a journalist now? At what time were you a journalist? Either way.
Let me just say to Megyn Kelly, in my 30-some years as a journalist and my 50-some years as a person of color, go f*** yourself. Okay?
Right. Okay.
And Lemon...
So it's like a slow sip of the tea. Does that mean something? Just vulgar for no reason, Don Lemon? You don't care about ads at all.
And Lemon didn't stop there, showing his support for Reid by hosting a bizarre watch party live on YouTube for Reid's final show.
Hi, everyone. We're preparing at my house and on the Don Lemon Show for a Joy Reid watch party. So we will see you at 7 Eastern on the Don Lemon Show on YouTube to watch the farewell for Joy Reid on MSNBC. We'll see you then.
Joy Reid's colleague and rumoured replacement Jen Psaki also sang her praises with a lengthy tribute.
I know Joy just ended her show by thanking her team, which is the most authentically Joy thing to do, I can tell you, and they are also a very incredible team. But I want to start this show tonight by thanking her. I want to thank her because she's done amazing work here. She does tell stories no one tells. She does that fearlessly on her show.
But it wasn't only Megyn Kelly rejoicing at the news of Reid's departure. Commentator Rob Smith said Joy Reid's show was trash.
Joy Reid, your show had no value. It was trash, it was propaganda, and it was one of the most damaging things to the unity of America that I have ever seen. There was not one single scam over the past 5 to 7 years that you have not foisted on the American public. You foisted the BLM scam on the American public. You foisted the Russian collusion delusion on the American public. You foisted the January 6th basically lie and propaganda on the American public. You pushed the COVID propaganda on the American public. And so now that you have outlived your usefulness as an effective propaganda tool for the corporate masters that you serve, they have gotten rid of you, which is what happens. I hope that you are happy and feel good about yourself for basically denigrating Black Republicans, for crapping all over Black Republicans like Byron Donalds, Black Republicans like Tim Scott, Black Republicans like me. Black Republicans, you did nothing but smear, denigrate, and bully all of us because we did not fall in line with that agenda. So your tears are delicious. I care nothing about these tears because you are a liar, you are a racist, and you are a propagandist, and I'm glad your show is gone.
And perhaps the happiest person with the news was Donald Trump.
I can imagine. Trump probably went crazy, bro.
The president applauded the sacking, particularly as he was a victim of Joy Reid's sprays countless times. He wrote on Truth Social, "Lowlife chairman of Comcast, Brian Roberts, the owner of Ratings Challenge NBC and MSDNC, has finally gotten the nerve up to fire one of the least talented people in television, the mentally obnoxious, racist Joy Reid. Based on her ratings, which were virtually non-existent, she should have been canned long ago, along with everyone else who works there." And it seems like Joy Reid isn't going anywhere if her final sign-off is anything to go by. She will be following Don Lemon's footsteps out of the mainstream media, plugging her Blue Sky and Substack platforms.
Shout out to our amazing readers, our audience. I just love running into y'all in the airport, on these streets, and on social media. I could not love or appreciate you more. Thank you for holding us down. Almost 5 years, we are a toddler, and we out in these streets in this world, and we are not going to stop. That is tonight's readout. You can follow me on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, and on Substack at it's at joyandreid.substack.com. Also on TikTok and Facebook at Joy Reid Official. Inside with Jen Psaki starts out.
Hey, I mean, a little weird. I mean, don't get me wrong here. I do definitely expect for a lot of these people who are leaving the limelight to end up on some type of platform where they can still kind of utilize their name for some type of financial benefit. But none of the platforms that she's going to be on is really, they're not really offering any gigantic sums of monetization. See, Don Lemon was actually smart when he did that. YouTube is basically it right now. That's kind of where it's at. But all right, I definitely expect her to, still find a way into other people's business. Absolutely. All right. But guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I want to point out I am completely fine with her no longer being on TV. She has said absolute trash for a pretty long time now, guys. All right. So here we are. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. The fact that you just made it to the end of the video says a whole lot, actually. We have a couple other channels. MrLboyd Music, MrLboyd Movie Reacts, along with MrLboyd Discusses, where I just generally speak about the things that specifically matter to me. But in the meantime, I'll catch you guys later.